We are ready for this afternoon's matchup as the men are on the floor once again. Introducing, first of all, the visiting team all the way from Lac-La-Biche, Alberta. About a 6-hour ride down south here, and we appreciate them doing that. They are the Portage Voyageurs. Number 9 is Duravan Mahovich. Number 10, Archwell Medora. Number 11, Riley Woodruff. Number 19, David Schultz. And number 22, Liam Swanson. Coached by Claude Bolton. And now, put your hands together. Make some noise for your Prairie Pilots. Starting lineup. Number 2, Philemon Lee. Number 7, Nate Marples. Number 11, Matt Bates. Number 13, Isaac Gurnett. And in the goal once again, the stopper, the keeper, Nick Mitten. As you probably just saw, an scintillating save by Nick Mitten in the Pilots' goal, and that keeps the score at 1-0 for your Pilots. Nate Marples was the goal scorer for the Pilots. So they lead 1-0 as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first half. Controlled by Schultz. Here's Schultz. Scores! Left foot. Just outside the paint there in a basketball court, and we got a 1-1 tie. Nice shot there by David Schultz. Schultz has it again. He's a big kid, as you can see on the screen, as he sends the ball all the way down the court. Here's the chip shot. There's the keeper. Up it goes to Swanson. Here's Swanson up against the defender, but a nice stop again by Mitten. And here's the Pilots coming up. That's Jansen trying to get it there to Garcia Sadler, and unable to do so. Here's now trying to get it in front. There's a shot. Ooh, just wide by Aiden. And so it's still a 1-1 tie. As Jansen works against thinking here's Swanson. That's a shot. Go! Just ripped it wide. And it's a corner. Let's see. Yes, it was tipped by Nick Mitten. Here's the shot toward the goal. Mitten now. Yeah, was behind the goal line outside the net when he made the stop. So it was another corner, but I'm not exactly sure the idea of the Voyageurs' corner because there's nobody there in front of the net. So there's just one player that takes the shot. Nice give and go. Nice give and go. Going right in. Score! Once again, there's a shot. Ooh, just whistled by the open goal for the Voyageurs. They've got a couple of men up front with some heavy feet. There's Weeb into the middle. Nice three-way passing play by the Pilots. They decide to bring it back. And now Nathaniel Lipp, he was a player of the game last time around. Here's Weeb. Into the middle, taken away by Minduro. He's the guy that scored three of the goals. There's a shot. Nice save by Nick Mitten. Into the hands now of Gurnett. Out of bounds, and Minduro on the south side will bring it in. Here's Minduro. A nice play on the defense by Gurnett. And it's going to be Voyageurs bringing it in. They lead 2-1. No, check that. The Pilots lead 2-1. As we have less than 12 minutes to go in this first half. Here's a chance. Oh, and unable to just get to it was Gurnett going down that right wing. And so the Voyageurs will control. Over to Mindoro. Mindoro down that right wing. Steps into the middle, lets the shot go, blocked by the Pilots defense. As now Mindoro rips it off one of the players. And down that left wing, nice move by number 8, Ben Sharoff, and hit the side of the net. Nice play there by Ben Sharoff. And the keeper throws it up the court, but was knocked out by a Pilot. There's a long pass. Nice move by Sharoff. Here's Sharoff with a shot. Go from the right side. But that was over top of the net. Now the ball coming to center. Mindoro, who has played lots of outdoor soccer, but has not played futsal up until this week. But he's been named the player of the game for the Voyageurs. Here's Mindoro, gets away. Now another shot. Oh, Minton came out and made the stop. There's another shot wide. Some wild action out in front of the Pilots' net. As it comes back to Nathaniel Ipp. Here's Ipp. He'll put it cross court to number 7, who went kind of tumbling, slipped on the rug there. That was Weeb. Now it comes back to Nathaniel Ipp. Here's Ipp. Now along this sideline, and the Voyager goalkeeper comes out. There's up to Mindoro, one-on-one against Marples. Here's Mindoro. Now it works. Oh, nice work by Marples. He outguessed him that time. And Sharoff is there. Over to Nathaniel Ipp. Here's Nathaniel in the middle. Give and go. Nice shot. Here's his blocked rebound, and it's cleared away. Pilots ball, and they've been showing lots of good offense, the Pilots have, as we're under 10 minutes to play in the first half. Back it comes. There's a shot partially blocked by the defense. And a long shot all the way from east to west. But the Pilots will track it down. Sadler trying to pass it, but his teammate was going one way, the ball was going the other way. As now Mindoro, who was playing back behind that center line, he gets the three. Look out, look out. Ooh! And put it just wide, right along the floor. There's the pass, and it's taken away. Now to Mindoro. Mindoro, left-footed shot, just wide. And it's going to be a corner. And now, number 4 is Wangchak. Puts it to Matt Bates. Bates now. We'll put it on the right side. Here's Aiden, nice chip shot, but it's knocked down by Schultz. Here's Schultz, trying to go around the defender, does a big right foot shot, ooh! Just ripped it wide, and I tell you, the Voyageurs have been getting some big, heavy shots, but so far they've been unable to hit the net. Here's Aiden now for the Pilots, comes across. Right side pass for Wangchuk. Here's Wangchuk. And that one deflect. And that's going to be a corner, it looks like. No. Is it going to be corner? Yes, it'll be a corner for the Pilots. Down there in the southeast corner. But David Schultz takes it away and puts it up on the left wing, but it goes out of bounds. This will be a Pilots ball. No. Now it's going to be turned over to the Voyageurs. Here's Mindoro. Look out. Aiden makes a nice play on Mindoro. There's Mindoro trying to get to it. comes all the way down to Nick Mitten. Mitten will put it to Aiden up on the right wing for the Pilots. They lead 2-1 with under 7 minutes to play in the first half. And it's going to go over to the Voyageurs on the south side. There's Aiden. Will he take a shot? He scores! That's his second goal of the half for Aiden Sadler. (3-1) Pilots, less than 6 minutes to play in the first half. Woodruff. Now to Mitten, the keeper, up on the left wing, to Bates. A couple of players converge on the Voyageur defender. And, Marples hit the deck as he got spun around. And hopefully no damage done. Yeah, he's up and he'll probably want a bit of a break, but he's a tough customer. Nate Marples.
Hey guys, that's an accumulated foul. That's a foul against their team.
There's a shot, ripped wide by Marples.
Scoreboard against them, so it's a foul against the guests.
Long pass. Nice work by Nate Marples. Now to Mindoro. Look out. He gets free going in on the goalkeeper. Scores! As you can stop him 3 or 4 times, but wow, when he got loose that time, he had goal written all over it. 3-2 as the Voyageurs respond. Here's Jensen trying to put it in the middle, picked off. Now to that left wing, there's a shot, score! Just like that. That is David Schultz coming back to tie the score. So 2 quick goals by the Voyageurs, and it's a 3-3 tie all of a sudden. Quickly, it strikes. In soccer, quickly it does. As the Pilots will surrender it to the Voyageurs. Into the last 4 minutes of the first half, and it's all of a sudden a 3-3 game. It was 3-1 for the Pilots, but Mindaro and Schultz have tied it up for the Voyageurs. We have the second ladies game after this one tonight, and that'll be it. The volleyball teams are at Briarcrest. Their matches should be over, and they'll be heading back here soon. Don't forget that you can listen to the Pilots post game, sponsored by Pilots Athletics, where they play with purpose and passion. And that's on Prairie Radio Online, Faith, Family, Fun. And the address is prairie.edu/radio, 12:30 and 6:30 on every Tuesday. And then you can also listen to it on our podcast page at that same address. Gurnett. Back it comes. Oh, Johnson got his right foot on it, but it was deflected to the east wall, and it's Voyageurs' ball. Here's Mindoro, look out. Oh, he's smooth, takes a shot right on Mitten. Knocked out of bounds by the Voyageurs. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to play here in the first half. We're in a 3-3 draw right now. Back it comes to Nathaniel Ip. Here's Nathaniel. Return pass. Gets it in there to Weeb. There's Weeb, forced back, and almost had it taken away from him with 1:50 to go in the first half. There's a nice pass. There's a shot toward the net and knocked away. No, the Pilots put it toward the net, but then it was knocked to the east wall. We have a timeout on the floor with the score. The Pilots and Portage all tied at 3. Here we are for the final 94 seconds of the first half in a 3-3 draw right now. Pilots got out to a 3-1 lead, but then the Voyageurs struck back. Within a couple minutes, they just score! Brent Bruggeman, nice inbounds pass. And Bruggeman puts the Pilots up 4-3 with just a minute to go in the first half. Here's Bruggeman, back to Aiden, to Nathaniel Ip. Here's Ip, back to Bruggeman, Aiden. There's a long clearing pass down to Mitten. Mitten will hand it off to Garcia Sadler. Long, nice work there, footwork. But knocked away on the foot of big David Schultz. Now Garcia Sadler. Nice pass across. There's a shot. Nope, decides not to take it. Here's the pass right in front. Oh! Nathaniel was wide open for the tie. And it's going to come down to a buzzer, 4-3. Pilots lead it at the end of our first half of play. And taking a look now at the scoring in that first half, 7 goals by these two teams. And for the Prairie Pilots, Aiden Garcia-Sadler has 2 of those goals. 1 goal from Nate Marples and the other from Brent Bragaman. For the visitors, Riley Woodruff with 1 goal. David Schultz with 2 goals. So those are your scores here this afternoon. Back to the live action as the Pilots lead it 4-3. As there is a new keeper in the net for the Voyageurs. That new keeper is the guy that has given the Pilots the most trouble on that court, and that is Archwell Mondoro. So he has gone into the keeper. So the Pilots will attempt to bring it up the floor. Comes in, nice pass there to Wangchuk. And he was unable to get the right foot on it. And it's controlled now. Oh, 2-on-1 now for the Voyageurs. Will he get it back? And good defense there. Getting back was Nate Marples. As David Schultz got loose, along with Woodruff, but that turned out to be a good defensive play by the Pilots, and they were able to stifle that attempt. Pilots led 3-1. Then the Voyageurs came back and tied it up at 3. There's a shot right on. Square to the shooter there was Nick Mitten. Now the return pass to Marples. Marples lets the shot go. And Mindoro makes the stop. He kind of bowls it up to center. Woodruff, 1 against 2. Lets the shot go. Mitten makes the stop. Hands it off to Matt Bates. Bates down the left wing. Nice pass. There's a shot. Off the side of the net. On the shot from Ben Schroth. Now Bates will bring it in for the Pilots. Now it comes back. And the Voyageurs down that right wing, they lose it out of bounds, though. They're going to say last touch by the Pilots. Cross court to David Schultz. And Schultz gets rid of it, clearing it from west to east. Right wing pass. Nice play by Gurnett. Comes down to Mindoro. And he puts it all the way down to David Schultz, but Nick Mitten will step out. Hand it off to his defense partner. Or I should, I guess they work as partners for sure. And that is Aiden Garcia Sadler. Schultz will have it. And foot was over the line before he took a shot. And so here's Aiden, puts it in to Lee, but Lee unable to catch up with it. Knocked out of bounds by the Voyageurs. As play now slows down. And up that right wing come a couple of defenders, and Gurnett making a couple of nice plays, but then he lost it out of bounds. And so the Voyageurs will have it. They're going to chip it all the way down. Taken away by Aiden of the Pilots. Here's Aiden. Nice pass, and unable to get to it was Gurnett. He was going backward, and the ball was going sideways, and so he lost it out of bounds. So the Voyageurs with Schultz bring it in. And he'll take a long shot all the way down. Nick Mitten will put it up to Aiden. Here's Aiden. Left side pass to Jansen. Oh, Schultz almost got loose. Now Gurnett will put it across to Jansen. Jansen has it knocked away from him. But it's Aiden, now to Jansen. Here's Jansen. He takes it. Here's a shot. Saved by Mindoro. Here's Mindoro. He'll fling it all the way down to Schultz, who got a big foot on it, but Jansen now to Gurnett. Here's Gurnett. Nice move on down that left wing. Trying to take a shot. then overran the ball. Now gets another shot, turns and fires. As we approach the 6-minute mark of the second half of play, with the Pilots leading it by a count of 4-3. There hasn't been any scoring so far in the second half. There's a nice pass down the wing. Now to Gurnett. Gurnett lost it out of bounds. So the Voyageurs bring it back, intercepted by Weeb. Here's Weeb, steps around a defender, lets a shot go. That's blocked. Oh, Jansen almost got a chance in front, but unable to get to it. David Schultz, 1 against 3 now. See what kind of footwork he decides to retreat. Throws it back to Woodruff. Off of Gurnett. Now a chip shot up the wing. And on to Jansen. Here's Jansen for the Pilots.
Oh!
And nice work there by Jansen. Unable to keep it going. And so the Voyageurs will get it. Now Riley has it. Here's Riley. It's a shot go wide. Low and wide. Here's Mindoro. Puts it up. Marples has Schultz all covered. Here's Gurnett. That's a shot go. That's blocked and out of bounds by the Voyageurs. Here's the... Nope. As Levi Weeb lost it to David Schultz. Here's Schultz now. Nice footwork. He's a big guy. He's 1 against 4. Lets a shot go. Minton makes a stop and tosses it to Marples. Here the Pilots have a chance. Trying to get to it. Bregeman, but that was knocked out of bounds. But the Pilots into the Voyageurs territory there as we approach the 9-minute mark of the second half. There's Marples putting the big foot up to stop it. Now the Pilots, 3-on-2, develops. Now Bregeman lets a shot go, and that's high and wide. There's a long pass up to Schultz. Schultz gets in behind and just puts it across the crease. And so Minton will hand it to Marples. Marples, who also played outdoor soccer. Up the wing it comes. Back to Ip. Here to Bregeman. And knocked out of bounds by the Voyageurs at center court. There's Ip. Oh, he gave it to the wrong man. Here's David Schultz. Schultz trying to get through. Look out. Schultz lets the shot go when he was going for a field goal, I think, there. And Marples. Down that right wing he goes. Trying to put it right in front. And the keeper was able to get his foot on it. As now a steal by Marples coming back. And then he was knocked down. So it's going to be an indirect. Bregeman will take it. Here's Bregeman. Puts it through. Now working hard is Sharroff. And it's cleared down the left wing. Controlled by Garcia Sadler. To Wangchuk. Now David Schultz takes it away. There's Schultz working against 2 or 3 players usually. And there's Wangchuk. And out of bounds. We have a goaltending switch. As Archwell Mindoro will come in. And not exactly sure who the keeper is there, but 19. They changed the keeper with 9:04 to go in this game. 4-3. That was the halftime score as well, so there's been no scoring so far in the second half. Here's Wangchuk, cross court to Lee. Back it comes to Garcia. And now Voyageurs right here at the scorer's table. We'll get to it. Now to Mindoro. He's been playing, of course, goal. And so he's probably the freshest of any of them. Nope. Nathaniel Lipp thought somebody was running up the right wing, but nobody was. And so it goes out of bounds. Schultz puts it in to Woodruff. Now he comes back. Wangchuk. Now down to Lee. Here's Lee. Nice. Here's the shot. Score! Aiden Garcia Sadler with his third goal of the match here. 5-3 Pilots. Seven and a half minutes to go in the game. Nice work there by the goal scorer. There's a long shot. No. There's a long left-handed pass down to Mindoro, and two of them go sliding down. So the Voyageurs into the Pilots territory with less than 7 minutes to play. That Mindoro he's a player. He's never played futsal, only outdoor soccer. So the Voyageurs looking for a goal or two. They trail 5-3. Mitten knocking it over. Here's Schultz. Here comes Schultz. Look out. He got loose, but he wasn't able to get that shot directed toward the net. Here's Schultz let it go off him. Here's Philemon in the middle to Gurnett. Here's Gurnett. Back it comes to Aiden. 6 minutes and counting to go. Here's Bates. Across to Gurnett. Here's Gurnett to Bates. Down it comes. Trying to get it across. And down the wing they go. Clearing it there was Liam Swanson. Clock running at 5.5 minutes to go. In this second half, Pilots with the only goal of the second half. They led 4-3 at the first half time. And now they have stretched that to 5-3. Here's Marples. Nice move. Here's Marples. Will he shoot? Will he pass? Nice footwork there by Marples. Then he has trouble. And it was Lee that got him out of trouble and knocked the ball to the west wall. So it's going to be Pilots' ball, looks like. Under 5 minutes to play in this game. Pilots have it deep in the... Well, here's another chance, and they roll it wide of the net. And Marples being watched carefully. Now Gurnett. Gurnett down. Nice work by Gurnett. 2 against 2. Here's Gurnett left wing. Let the shot go. Score!
Job, Isaac.
And the Pilots stretch that lead down to 6-3. Mindoro trying to get loose. And out of bounds it goes, but it's controlled by the Voyageurs. They quickly put it in play. As there is Mahovic, but down the left wing. Goes quickly. That ball changes from one side to the next so quickly. And Mahovic and also Gurnett were going for it, shoulder to shoulder. Here's Jansen trying to put it across to Gurnett, but David Schultz coming in that left wing. Here's David doing some nice fancy footwork, trying to get through, but Nate Marples, nice defensive play there by Marples. A timeout with 3:18 to play, and the Pilots leading 6-3. So here we go for the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds of this contest this afternoon. The ladies will be playing the last game of the day. They're over there on the south bleachers, all set to go. Big shout out to Matt Wolof and those on the camera. I don't know all of them. Nikki, I see. And then let's see here. Michael, I know Anitas, but Matt is the director, and he does a lot of work, and we sure appreciate all his work. There's a shot by the Pilots trying to stretch their margin to more than 3. Here's Jansen. Knock the weave. Here's Braggaman. Here's Braggaman. That's a shot going there. It was blocked and out of bounds there by Swanson. Here's wave 9. Oh, and Jansen now. Down to Schultz and Mindoro. They're together, 2-on-1. There's a shot. Oh, deflected off Marples and out of bounds. And Nate has been equal to the fancy footwork. There's a shot. Oh, Mitten got a mitt on that one. And stopped it. Corner kick, though, on the north side there for the and going down heavily was number 10, Levi Weeb, as he was racing for it, and he'll get a direct kick, will he not? Levi Weeb, no. I thought maybe that was going to be direct, but it's indirect. Ooh, right idea by Levi Weeb. It went by all the defenders and just missed the left corner post there as Schultz comes in and scores. Just like that. Less than 2 minutes to go. 6-4 now. Pilots still lead. Here's Aiden. Now to Weeb. Over to Bregeman. Bregeman. Now across to Jansen. Jansen being defense very closely. And now it's Weeb trying to bring it across. It's taken away by Mindoro momentarily. There, Mindoro. Look at that guy. I tell you, he still got it. He shoots, and it was blocked. 2-on-2 as back we come. For the Pilots. Oh, just out of bounds in the last second. Now with a 1:23 to go in this game. 6-4 Pilots. Here's a long pass up to Mindoro. Mindoro now trying to get it to Schultz, couldn't do so. And the pass comes to Jansen for the Pilots. Back the other way. Jansen now spins it across to Sharaf. Here's Sharaf. Will he shoot? Goes around the defender. Gonna put it up. Oh, goal! For the Pilots. Boy, that was beautiful. That's Bragaman. 7-4. Pilots lead with just a minute to go in the game. So the Lady Pilots won this afternoon. The men will lose one and win one. 3-on-1. Oh, malfunction of the junction there. It was off the foot there of Nathaniel Ip. Now to David Schultz. Here's Schultz. Coming down that right wing. He's got big strides. Will he lose it? Will he control it? He comes up, and that's a shot going wide. 38.2 seconds to go. The Pilots lead at 7-4. Here's Mitten. He'll hand it to Garcia Sadler. Down that right wing to Wangchuk. Here's Wangchuk. And nice defensive work there by Liam Swanson. Couple of players battling for it along the wall. 30.1 seconds to go. 7-4 Pilots. And it's now long shot by Mitten, and he will grab it as the keeper was able to come all the way up in the last 2 minutes of the game, or the second half, I should say. Now a corner by the Voyageurs. Yeah. There's no keeper for the Voyageurs with 16.1 seconds to go in the game. Here come the Pilots. Wangchuk toward the net. There's a shot by Ip. That was high and wide. Long pass down to Schultz of the Voyageurs. Here's Schultz. That was out of bounds. He tried to advance it into the Pilots' territory. Now getting behind the defenders. A chance there to shot with the left foot. And a nice stop by the keeper at the buzzer. Pilots win 7-4 here this afternoon. And we have one game to go, and that's the ladies' game. Oh, yes, sorry. Okay, it's time to tell you the player of the match, the man of the match here this afternoon. And for the Voyageurs, number 19, David Schultz. And for your Pilots, he scored 3 goals in this game. Number 14, Aiden Garcia Sadler. And now, once again, it's time to introduce the starting lineups for the, first of all, the Voyageurs of Portage College out of Lac-La-Biche. And they are starting this game, number 2, Delaney Birchie. Number 4, Shaylee Mazurek. Number 6, Brenda Robertson. Number 10, Maduro Mugrabi. And the keeper, number 17, Lonnie Smith. They are coached by Claude Bolton. And now for your Lady Pilots. Number 3, Desiree Brown. Number 6, Karen Hagens. Number 9, Melissa Dick. Number 11, Abby Guthrie. And the keeper, one smart lady, Willow Smart. So the ladies now are on the court as we're just underway here in the final game of the day. The Lady Pilots, of course, won the game earlier today, and so we'll see if they can win 2 in a row. If you'd like to add a comment or two, if you're wherever you're watching in today, we'd love to hear from you, that's for sure. Weird kind of looking at the screen because the game for some reason is on the screen is delayed a bit, and of course we're in real time as we bring it to you. And so Willow Smart is the keeper once again. She played so well the earlier game. So Desiree Brown, also Karen Higgins. Then you have Melissa Dick, Abby Guthrie, and Willow Smart in the cage, or in the goal. Those are the 5 that are on the floor, but they quickly change. As it comes back, the Pilots, Melissa Dick, trying to get it to number 7. She has a chance, and it was knocked off her foot out of bounds. So the Pilots will get, looks like a corner. Here's the play coming in. It goes all the way by everybody, almost out to center court. And the Voyageurs will get it. Here come the Voyageurs. Jasmine Johnson now turns back the other way. As the Voyageurs have a player that's in the Pilots' territory all the time. Lonnie Smith is the keeper for the Voyageurs. Voyageurs in their dark blue, red, white, and blue, similar to the New York Rangers or the also the Columbia Blue Jackets. Do they not play with red, white, and blue uniforms? But very, very attractive uniforms for sure. As we are approaching the 5-minute mark, there's a shot that kind of ricocheted off a couple of players out of bounds, and the Pilots will get to it. No, check that. That's the kick coming in from the Voyageurs, but it goes right across the crease, and nobody was able to get to it. Now the Voyageurs come down that right wing. There's a shot right on. Willow Smart goes down to their knees and makes the stop. And now the Voyageurs try and track it down before it goes out of bounds. Almost taken out, taken by the Pilots. As on the front, oh, another chance for the Pilots. Oh, they did everything but put the ball in the net. As Elisa, nope, check that, Emma Smith, who was so effective in the earlier game, she almost got a chance. She had a couple of chances, actually, but she wasn't able to get the net to, or the ball to the net. As now, a battle for it. As Abby Guthrie puts it in. Oh, yeah. Sue Sumner. Now taken away, though, by the Voyageurs. Long shot, wide. And now the Pilots will have it. Karen Higgins, who was player of the game for the ladies in the first game, trying to track it down. But the Voyageurs, but Abby Guthrie battling the Voyageur player, but the Voyageurs will win possession. Comes in to Robertson. Well, the ladies with the orange socks, and some of them have blue or orange, not tennis runners or anything like that. They have the, most of them, well, some of them do have just the regular tennis shoe, or some of them have, of course, the soccer boot. Here comes, oh, nice play there by Willow Smart to deny the forward for the Voyageurs. And so Here comes another kick for the Voyageurs. Hagens now lost it, and they shot right on. Willow Smart made the save. There's Hagens trying to clear, but it's cleared back from center court right down to the west wall. There's now, almost a chance for the Voyageurs. There's a shot wide. There's Hagens. But it's Willow Smarts. Ooh, has it taken away. Now there's a shot right on, and Willow makes a stop. As right now the Voyageurs are certainly taking the play to the Pilots down that right wing. There's a shot, saved by Willow. As number 10, Vanessa Freres comes over to Jasmine Johnson. There's Jasmine. Now she had it taken away. And down that right wing, trying to keep it in. Bound does. And there's Willow, comes right out very aggressively and makes the stop. And it is right here at center court. It is Jasmine Johnson trying to put it through to Kara Sterling, but unable to do so. Now the Pilots starting to get some offense going. Voyageurs passing it around. Melissa Dick now comes into the Voyageurs. And it's controlled all the way down to the keeper. And that's Lonnie Smith. No, oh, here comes the Voyageurs. Right foot shot, score! At the 10-minute mark. All of a sudden, number 4, Shaylee Mazurek, who was player of the game last game, all of a sudden drills it home over the outstretched hands of Willow Smart, right inside the top crossbar. Now the Pilots come back. Here's a chance, but it's taken away, and that is the Voyageurs will put it all the way down the floor. And the Pilots will bring it in to Desiree Brown. Here's Desiree. Puts it back to Guthrie. Here's Abby. Oh, she kind of fanned on it. Taken away, though, by the taken away. Down the left wing, Desiree Brown back to Guthrie. Here's Guthrie over to Desiree Brown. Taken away, though, by Voyageurs. Now the Voyageurs come back. 2-on-1. Well, they pass. They do. There's a shot. And not able to get a real heavy foot on that one. Was the right forward as Melissa Dick. Down the right wing. Nice pass into the middle to Brown. Here's Brown looking for the return pass. Nice defense, though, by the Voyageurs. And Melissa Dick almost took it away, but not quite. Eight minutes to go in the first half of play in a 1-0 lead for the Voyageurs from Lac La Biche. Here's Guthrie toward the net, then it's cleared. And the ball is going from one defender to the next. Not too much action in front of the goal. The Voyageurs have control now. Down that left wing they go. Into the Pilot territory. There's a shot. Willow Smart making the stop. And she tosses the ball to Sumner. Sumner trying to put it up, but it's instead knocked all the way back. And Willow Smart will down. And down that left wing, trying to get it in the middle. They chase after it. And number 7 have another great chance at it. Nice pass on the left wing, going toward the net. Willow Smart steps out. Makes a nice pass. Whoop. And the Voyageurs into the Pilots' territory. And it's taken away, though. As Jasmine Johnson up on the right wing to Sumner. Sumner. Or check. Yep, that was Sumner. I know. The middle, and it comes back to Jasmine Johnson. Oh, now a breakaway for the Voyageurs. Going right in. Oh, just missing the far post on that offensive try. And that for the Voyageurs, that was Missouri. There's a shot right on, and Willow Smart goes down and makes the stop again. Play comes in, and Willow will toss it up on the right wing to Sumner. Here's Sumner trying to clear it. It's at center court. Sumner into the middle to Frères. That's Vanessa Frères. And we have a timeout with 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half of play, with the Pilots trailing by a score of 1-0. Five minutes, 3 seconds to go till halftime of the ladies' second game as the Pilots trail 1-0. There's Melissa trying to get it in front, and the keeper, Smith, comes out, trying to get it up to Missouri. And quickly chased down by Abby Guthrie for the Pilots. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Pilots would love to get a goal. Right wing there, number 9 for the Pilots. And out of bounds it goes with 4 minutes to go in this the first half. 1-0 for 1-0 now for the Voyageurs, as number 4, Shaylee Mazurik, was the player of the game. And then she has the only goal so far. Here's Willow for the Pilots. Tossing it up to Melissa Dick. Here's Melissa into the middle. Trying to get it there to Higgins. Now Guthrie. Here's Guthrie, shoulder to shoulder against her opponent. Then knocked out of bounds. 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go. There's the shot right on. Smith clears it down the left wing. And the Pilots will bring it in. They'd love to get a goal before halftime. They haven't had that many quality shots on goal. There's Higgins trying to get to it. And now, who is it? Nice footwork by Desiree Brown. And the ball goes out of bounds with 2 minutes and 37 seconds to play in half one. In a 1-0 lead for the Voyageurs, as a close-in play there by Desiree Brown. Not able to get to it. Here's Desiree, shot right on. Oh, I think it hit Higgins in front for the Pilots. Guthrie up on the right side. Now into the middle. It's cleared. To the side, and the Pilots will chase it with 1:52 to go. In this, the first half. As the Pilots just trying to get to the ball to take it away. Here's Mazurik. Well, she's got the only goal. And here it is. Voyageurs have a chance. Oh, Desiree Brown couldn't quite get loose there. And now Jasmine Johnson. Now to Desiree Brown. Here's Brown. Cautiously trying to make her way up the court, but it was knocked out of bounds. Pilots will stay with it. There's less than a minute left in the first half. Now Sumner has it blocked, and up come the Voyageurs. Now to Desiree Brown. Back it comes to Johnson. Nice pass over to Sumner. Sumner now to Higgins. There's Higgins. Couldn't get a shot away. And taken up that left wing by the Voyageurs. Out of bounds it goes, though. They spend a lot of time looking for the ball underneath the bleachers. There's somebody going underneath the south bleachers to get the ball again. And with it down that right wing, out of bounds, it goes with 5 seconds to go, and they'll run out, and that'll be the end of the first half of play.
Hey, it's too quiet. Who's the next one to go?
Number 2 at the Rickdown Athletic Center at Prairie College. And you're listening in to the Pilots Facebook page, or some of you might be on our brand new Prairie Pilots YouTube page, YouTube channel. And we're looking at developing a number of things on the channel. So, as they say, stay tuned for that. Comes into Melissa on that right side as the Pilots defend now. The west, make that the east end, Pilots are. As it now comes to number 4 for the Pilots, trying to put it in front. And Lonnie Smith now will put it out to center. Brought in by Melissa Dick, into the middle. Nice play there to Sterling. And knocked away by the Voyageurs. And it scoots right across the court as we approach the 3-minute mark of the second half. The only goal has been from the Voyageurs, and she scored in that second half. I'll make that the first half of play. And other than that, there has been no scoring in this game. There's a chance for the Pilots in close, and it clears everybody going across the crease. Here's a goal for the Pilots! Who got credit for that one? Number 3, Desiree Brown, has just tied it for the Pilots. About the 3.5-minute mark here of the second half, I should say. So we're not at 1, it's a 1-1 draw as the Voyageurs will look to clear the zone. Nice block there by Sumner, trying to put it across to Desiree Brown, the goal scorer. And it goes out of bounds, and so the Voyageurs will bring it up that right side. Heavy foot clears the zone. They're playing the basketball court, of course, so you have a lot of length but not as much width. So the Voyageurs will try it all over again. As it comes to center court. Nice work there by Karen Hagen of the Pilots. Puts it in now and taken away though by the Voyageurs. Mugabe puts it toward the net. Willow Smart now. Puts it over to Jasmine Johnson. She almost had it taken away from her. And now Desiree Brown doing some fancy footwork. Look out. Now Sumner to Jasmine Brown, and she couldn't get any farther than center. Back come the Voyageurs toward the net. And Jasmine Johnson, nice defense. Now Willow Smart goes down and makes a nice defensive play. Now Willow bowls it up. Now to Desiree Brown, to Sumner. Across it comes and knocked out of bounds. 14 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the second half. Almost a takeaway there by the Voyageurs. And back it comes to Mazurek. She's got the only goal for the Voyageurs so far. There's a long shot toward Willow Smart. Willow knocks it down, and she'll put it up. Now for the Pilots, that's going to go out of bounds, is it? Not quite. To Mazurek. Here's Mazurek. And the Voyageurs will control down that right wing on the south side of the Ardak. 13 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this game. A 1-1 draw right now. And Smith comes out, and she hit her own player with it. That could have been dangerous. It could have ricocheted back in to the nets. But it went off to the right. And the Pilots try to bring it in. It's going to be Voyageurs with the ball on the south side. As now it comes in. And take it away now. That was close as Emma Smith just about got loose. And it's going to be, is it a side pass? Here it comes in. Melissa couldn't get to it. And look out, is Mazurek coming down, and Willow Smart coming out. Nice play by Willow. Been really impressed with her aggressive play as now coming across the left wing, trying to put a shot toward the Pilots' goal, going right in, score! Brenda Robertson has just scored the second goal to give the Voyageurs a 2-1 advantage with 8 minutes gone in the second half. So the Pilots came back from a 1-0 disadvantage and tied it. So they're going to have to do it again. There's the long clearing pass. Now Melissa went off her shoe out of bounds. Here it is, with the Pilots in control. Now it spins back toward the Pilots' goal. And Melissa having trouble getting to it. So it's going to be the Voyageurs. They turn and fire wide. Here it comes to Melissa Dick. Nice pass to Desiree Brown. Here's Desiree stepping around the defender. Let's just go. It's blocked nicely, and Desiree goes back to get it, though. And a couple of players tumble. Voyageurs put it down, and Willow Smart will put it up to Melissa. So we're now just 10 minutes away from the end of this game as Desiree Brown. Up she comes, nice pass to Melissa Dick. Desiree and Melissa working well together, but then one of the defenders for nice work there by Desiree Brown. And then it was a header there by one of the defenders in front of the goal and goes out of bounds. Thankfully, that didn't go into the net on that opportunity for the Pilots. Brown will bring it in for the Pilots as we're under 9, or make that 9.5 minutes left in the second half. 2-1 for the Voyageurs. A couple players battle on the sideline there. And Melissa trying to go around. There's a shot right on. Smith makes the stop. Here come the Voyageurs, but then it gets by everybody. Less than 9 minutes to go in the game. 2-1 for the Voyageurs. They led 1-0 at the end of the first half. And then the Pilots tied it. Desiree Brown got it. And then the Voyageurs went ahead about 5 minutes ago. And they lead now 2-1. Here the Pilots have a chance as Sumner directing it toward the net. Back it comes to Jasmine Johnson. There's Jasmine down the right wing. Now into the feet there of Sterling, but back come the Voyageurs. As the ball gets ahead of Lonnie Smith. Well, Lonnie supposedly is supposed to be the goalkeeper, so. Vimy for the Voyageurs trying to advance it. Now, back it comes to Robertson, and she lost it. Back to Willow Smart. There's Willow, look out. Mazurek, whoa, puts a shot right on. And up comes Brown. Here's Brown trying to go around the defender to make that Sumner. And now breaking down the right wing for the Voyageurs. Number 5 runs into some opposition there from Abby Guthrie with 7 minutes exactly to go in this game this evening. Mazurek has a chance, but it's cleared by Abby. Here's Sumner trying to get it up to Higgins, and she couldn't get there. To Sterling. Brown for the Pilots, back the other way, 2-on-3. Comes through, and Sterling wasn't able to get to it, but the Pilots will have it with 6:15 to go in the game. There's the pass into Sumner. Sumner lets his shot go. That's right across and past everybody into the corner. And so the Voyageurs will get the next kick here. Here's the Voyageurs, a long shot down to Willow Smart in the Pilots' goal. Whoa, look out. And Guthrie will bring it in as time now becomes a factor with under 6 minutes to go in the second half. 2-1, Pilots trail. Mazurek. Back to Birchie. And out of bounds it goes. And so the Pilots, Haggins now to Melissa Dick. Here's Melissa going around the defender, but lost it out of bounds. It'll go to the Voyageurs with 5:10 to play in the second half. 2-1 for the visiting team right now. As it's deep into the Pilots' end of the floor. Up. Come to Melissa Dick. Now, there's Mazurek. Has a chance, and Willow Smart once again outsmarted her to make the save as it goes all the way down to the Voyageurs net. So the ball quickly changes one side to the other in a hurry, as now it comes into number 7 for the Pilots, and then taken away down the left wing quickly. That is Skylar Robertson. Out of bounds, 4 minutes to go. In the third, or the second half, as the ball is almost, that was close, around the Pilots' net, as Willow fumbled it as it came into the crease, but she rescued it just before it went across the goal line. Still 2-1, Pilots trail with 3.5 minutes to play. Second half. Here's Melissa trying to outduel Mazurek. As Vanessa Frères, Melissa Dick, Jasmine Johnson is out there as well. Johnson with it up on the left wing. And it's knocked out of bounds, controlled still by the Pilots, with now less than 3 minutes in the game. And a 2-1 lead for the Voyageurs, but they lost it out of bounds, and Melissa Dick strives to get to it. Time now becoming a factor, of course, in this game, with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play. Pilots looking for that tie. Ooh, scoots by everybody and out of bounds, and it'll be Voyageurs. We have a timeout. The Voyageurs have called it. Here for the last 2.5 minutes of this game, the Pilots trying to get the equalizer. As it was Mugrabi down that wing, and she let a shot go. Then it comes to the Pilots, but they put it out of bounds. There's a long shot towards the net. Willow Smart now puts it up to Desiree Brown. Desiree with under 2 minutes to go in the game now. Nice pass to Melissa Dick. Here's to Desiree. Here's Desiree going right in. Oh, and a big stop there by the keeper as Desiree Brown went flying. Oh, that was so close. As Desiree comes back, trying to get, she wants that ball. She's the gal that scored the only Pilots goal. Here's Desiree now to Melissa. Melissa trying to get it to Desiree. It goes out of bounds off the Voyageurs with 1:37 to go. Stop time for the last 1:37. Here's it inside and cleared by the Voyageurs. Now Melissa Dick has it, but cleared by the Voyageurs all the way down. 1:29 to play in the game. The Voyageurs clinging to that 2-1 lead. Desiree Brown has it. Look, she gets around two players. Now trying to get to Melissa Dick. Now Desiree has it. And out to center to Missouri. We never played futsal until this week, but she's doing very, very well. Now she, in fact, deflects the ball back to Willow Smart with just a minute to go in the game. The Voyageurs 2 and the Pilots 1. There's a long shot. And Willow Smart now puts it up to Abby. Now to Melissa Dick. Here's Melissa over to Abby. Trying to get it now to Melissa Dick. A long shot. And that's just wide of the goal. The keeper comes out. 46 seconds to go. Play still live. Here come Guthrie. It's out of bounds with 37.1 seconds to go. And Willow Smart comes out and kicks the ball down the court. Now Melissa Dick trying to get after it. She does! Here's Melissa! Oh, it goes out of bounds to the keeper. Knocked it out of bounds with 25.2 seconds. Can the Pilots tie it? 25.2. Here's Guthrie. Brings it in. She gets it back. No, Desiree Brown has it. Now back to Jasmine Johnson. And out of bounds, and the Voyageurs will get it with 18 seconds to play. Long shot by the Voyageurs, out of bounds. 15.1 is all that's remaining. Now here's Missouri, a weak shot toward the net. And the last chance now for the Pilots. Hurry up for Abby. Here's Abby across the line, trying to get it. It goes out of bounds right here at the scorer's table. I almost ran into in my lap, because that's the game. And the final score, your Prairie Pilots 1, but the Voyageurs 2. Oh. So we'll have the players of the match coming up real soon. Okay. Five. Okay. And now we have the women, the ladies of the match, whatever you want to call it. First of all, for the visitors from Portage College up there at Lac La Biche, Shante Baressa, the player of the game. And for your Pilots, the keeper, Willow Smart. Thank you for coming. Safe travels to Portage as they return to Lac La Biche. Good night, everyone.